Okay, I recently conducted a spelling inventory test with one of my students. She's a fourth grader in my classroom. Her name is Marisa, and she's actually an English language learner. And so I was trying to find out what her spelling stage was so that I could make a discrimination between which stage she was in order to plan instruction for her and choose like which word study activities she needed. And so I could figure out what she orthographically already knows for her reading and writing. And so I actually had her, this would open up. I had her show, this is the feature guide of that I scored from her writing samples. And her writing samples, let me pull them up. Here we go. Okay, and so this was her, okay, this was the 25 words that she spelled here. And then this was her writing sample that she also did. And this kind of helped me know how she applies the words and so what she's using and confusing and what she's already mastered so that I could find that instructional plan. And so I scored her, I scored her on the feature guide. She actually got 34 out of 62 feature points with a total of making a total of 42 out of 87 because she spelled 8 words correctly out of 25. And so what I found based on the okay, I'm going to need this to based on her feature guide was that she has a mastery of initial and final consonants because she got a 7 out of 7 on that. So all the words, so actually the first 4 words that she spelled, she got completely correct. So those are 4 out of the 8. And she got all the initial and final consonants for those. So that kind of showed me that there's no attention really needed there. And then in terms of short vowels as well, she also got a 5 out of 5 in that category for that feature. So that shows me that she's mastered both initial and final consonants. And she's also mastered short vowels. So she's gotten both of those. And then, so the part of then was digraphs as well. Digraphs, she got 5 out of 6, which is pretty, I mean, that's still counted as mastery because she only missed, in the digraph section, she only missed the word chewed. And that's because she spelled, oh, there it is. Chewed, she spelled C-U-E-D. So the C-H digraph she did not get. So that's where she lost that feature point for that one because she just had a C. I marked it there with just the C. And so that told me that she like pretty much had mastered digraphs, short vowels, and consonants initial and final. So with the letter name alphabetic section, she has already mastered that. And then blends, she also got a 7 out of 7 for that. Every blend she got correct, which was really good because I know that sometimes she could struggle with blends. So then moving on to common long vowels, that's where I started to notice where her instructional focus should be because I know that instruction should begin at the point where a student first makes 2 or more errors on a feature. And in the common long vowel section, she made 3 errors. She didn't get the OA in float, the AI in train, or the IGH in bright because she spelled, where did the train, she spelled TRAN and didn't have the AI common long vowel, and then float, the OA common long vowel, she didn't have either. And then bright, she actually spelled BRITE, so the IGH common long vowel is not there at all. And so that told me that common long vowels is kind of where her instructional focus should begin. And then moving on, also other vowels, because she only got 4 out of 7 other vowels. So that told me that that definitely needs attention, and that's a focus point as well. And because she missed the ER in serving, the EW in chewed, and the OW in shower, all those common long vowels. So, or I mean, all those other vowels. So I knew that common long vowels and other vowels would definitely need to be an instructional focus before we move to inflected endings and syllable junctures. And there's those, let me show you the, which ones did I say? The chewed, obviously, she didn't get that one, that other vowel there. And where's the other ones? Other vowels. Oh, the ER in serving and the OW. The ER in serving, she spelled serving. She just forgot the E there. So she doesn't have that vowel connection with the E and the R. And I said chewed before, and God, I already forgot it. Oh, shower. Shower. I was looking at shower. Shower, she got the SH and the OU instead of OW. So that tells me that that vowel relationship needs attention. And then, so moving on from those, inflected endings, she missed 3 feature points there. Syllable junctures, she missed 3 feature points there. And then from there on, inflected unaccented final syllables, she only got 1 feature point. So she missed 4 feature points there. And then, so advanced affixes and bases or roots, she actually didn't get any points there. So that's absent. That would be an absent feature point that she needs. And so those definitely, so she's using but confusing the common long vowels and other vowels and the inflected endings. And then she's totally absent with the unaccented final syllables, advanced affixes, and bases or roots. So my instructional plan would be to start with going a focus on common long vowels, other vowels, and inflected endings because she's using but confusing those. So I think that there is some, if we just did some word study activities focused on those, she would be able to get them and move on to not having absent with the others. And so that told me that her spelling stage was middle within word pattern. And I actually calculated it. Those were her spelling and then the correct spelling. And I actually calculated it over here with these to tell me that she got the 34 out of 62 feature points. And I knew that where she started making the error was the common long vowels category. Common long vowels, because that was where she first started making, because she only got 2 out of 5. So that's where she first made that error. And so that told me that she was middle within word pattern.